Hi guys, welcome back to Finpact. Today I have a Cardano update video. As many of you guys know, especially those who've been on this channel for a while, you guys know Cardano is one of my favorite cryptocurrencies, albeit I have called it a sleeping giant. The reason I call it a sleeping giant is because of Charles Hoskinson's approach in Cardano's upgrades and developments. He has this approach about not rushing in and deploying whatever you want willy-nilly. Essentially, he's always had this approach about peer reviewing, having it tested, reviewed, and he also focuses on getting the code reviewed by blockchain experts and cryptographers globally from top institutions. Now Cardano has hit the limelight by surging 23% in the last 7 days. Now this is based on a lot of factors, but the main one we're going to focus on is Milkomeda, which I'm sure a lot of you guys who are Cardano fans have already heard of. And before we jump into this video, guys, don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button and that bell notification, especially if you are a Cardano fan like I am. So blockchain project DC Sparks has a novel sidechain project, and this is called Milkomeda. And essentially this allows EVM compatible, so Ethereum virtual machine compatible smart contracts to be deployed on the Cardano mainnet. What does this mean? It means Ethereum smart contracts can come to Cardano. This is huge for mass adoption and to expand the Cardano ecosystem into Ethereum's ecosystem. Essentially, it allows the Cardano ecosystem to tap into the Ethereum ecosystem by making the smart contracts compatible on the Cardano mainnet. As you can see from this tweet that Charles Hoskinson posted, well, DC Spark is working on this new sidechain protocol, Milkomeda, and it uses Solidity contracts from Cardano. The sidechain uses ADA, but no special token is required. So Nomad and Milkomeda have created a bridge between Cardano and Ethereum. This opens up an entire world of inter-ecosystem possibilities. Nomad said that the Ethereum bridge will be connected to Milkomeda, so assets can be sent back and forth between the two blockchains. So we have huge scalability potential for Cardano. So how can you start using Milkomeda C1? Actually, you can start through your MetaMask or your Flint wallet. Flint wallet is a wallet that is compatible for Cardano, Solana, and any EVM-based blockchains. But if you don't want to do that, you can always use your MetaMask. That's your go-to way. Most people in crypto have a MetaMask. I'll link the tutorial that I found on the Medium down below in the description box. So once you move your assets onto Milkomeda C1, and this can be done easily on your Flint wallet integration, you can then use EVM dApps on Milkomeda C1. Here's an example of some of the dApps. You can use MilkySwap, you can use OCamX. There's so many different EVM compatible dApps that you can use. A lot of these tend to be cross-chain based, which is what I think is so much easier to have when it comes to interoperability. Many times I've tried to move things from ERC20 to Binance Smart Chain, and one thing I always find useful are cross-chain bridges and cross-chain swaps, although albeit the fees can be high if you're moving from Ethereum to something else. And the thing is, this opens up an entire world of new dApps being created. This is because Cardano can now launch EVM-compatible dApps. So many dApps and developers are now focusing on building EVM-compatible projects, and now Cardano is that ecosystem that will allow them to do so as well, whilst negating the high fees of Ethereum. This is what's great about anything that's EVM compatible. Usually it uses a bridge, but it negates the use of high fees that you see on ERC20. For example, Polygon is EVM compatible. So Polygon runs side chains where you can, transmit your assets and transactions on there. That is quick, but also low fees. So this is a similar concept coming to, that has already come to Cardano. In fact, just take a look at the success we've seen so far. Flint Wallet posted literally yesterday that we've got a huge spike in traffic with Milkomeda, so the servers are taking a bit of time to catch up, but don't worry, your transactions may just take a few minutes to appear. This is a huge avalanche of people using Milkomeda and the ability to be able to access EVM compatible dApps through the Cardano mainnet. As you know, Cardano's community is absolutely huge. It's one of the OG cryptos out there. Now, I want to be real with you guys. I don't want to just give you bullish news after bullish news, although I'm all here for that. Now, we did have a piece of negative news. Of course, such things do happen, so it's not fundamentally threatening to Cardano in terms of what they are out there to achieve, but MinSwap had a bit of a vulnerability. So just to explain, MinSwap is the first multi-pool decentralized exchange on Cardano. This isn't great what happened. So essentially, they went into maintenance mode for 50 hours, but now all those vulnerabilities have been addressed. And you know, when you have vulnerabilities like this can cause loss of funds. So I think when there are new sort of projects like this, it's essential to see how they perform for a couple of months before you go ahead and use them and invest. I like to see a company's or a project's track record a little bit before I fully go into it, unless I know it's absolutely backed by an insane team. I'm sure the MinSwap team is fantastic, but this did happen. But generally, just to be a bit more risk savvy, it's important to bear that in mind when it comes to new projects. So what I mean by this is that, you know, someone tried to drain all the liquidity in the smart contract. So, you know, essentially when that happens, funds could get lost in these sort of vulnerabilities and hacks, which can mean that users may not get their funds back. So this was a bit of a problematic undertaking that happened. This was more about the possibility to mint duplicated pool NFT tokens. So yeah, to combat this and safeguard against an attack, they found the best solution was just to write a new smart contract that patched this vulnerability rather than fix the existing smart contract, just write a new one. Cardano has evolved so much. Just in January 2021, they, announced that you can have the addition of smart contract capability. I made a video on this earlier, but Plutus, just take a look. This is a bit of an old news article, but if you just look at Plutus, which is a Cardano-based smart contracts platform, they had significant growth after the upgrade. And now we've just seen more smart contract functionality. Now we've got EVM compatible smart contract functionality on Cardano's mainnet. More and more, it's moving towards the stages of mass adoption, interoperability, and scalability, which is great news. And lastly, as you know, institutions are getting more and more involved in cryptocurrencies. Well, WisdomTree launched their first crypto exchange traded products for Solana, Cardano, and Polkadot in Europe. I covered all three of these on my channel. You know I'm bullish on all of them. And I think that's a great option to give retail investors, maybe those that aren't hugely involved in crypto or don't know much about it, a product which allows them to also have yield staking returns. Yield staking, and well, I've always mentioned staking is a great way to earn passive income on your cryptocurrency portfolio, and the returns tend to be exceedingly high. And even though I am a huge Cardano fan, I've got to play devil's advocate and show you one of its major rivals, and that is BitGet. Many are speculating that it may overtake Cardano in the next year. And this is because the BitGet blockchain is actually faster and cheaper than Cardano. And the only reason Cardano is currently ahead of BitGet is because of the number of projects and products and protocols already that have launched on the Cardano mainnet. And of course, Cardano has a large market cap and a huge community. Just looking at CoinMarketCap, market sentiment is pretty strong. Bitcoin was up 11.43%. It's hit $47,511, which is great. We've not seen those numbers after the major crash we saw in this period here. And Cardano has been up massively, 21.64%, but just about 10 minutes ago it was 23%. So we've seen great rallies. Cardano is currently sitting at $1.19. If we take a look at the all chart, we saw the huge all-time high here. I actually sold around here and then rebought in around the dip at this point. So I think right now this could be a case of a dead cat bounce. It does look like that, just to show you guys what a dead cat bounce is. This is a photo of a dead cat bounce where you see a huge recovery, but this recovery is short-lived and a lot of people get excited thinking we're going back into a bull run and we head downwards. I'm going to be frank with you guys. I don't think we are going back into a bull run just yet. I think we will see some excitement like we saw because of all this news and then some further rallies down. But as we go through 2022, approaching the end of this year towards 2023, that's when we will see major bull run rallies again. I mean, historical performance is not always indicative, but we have seen that these bull runs tend to last longer than previous ones. And also, A lot of the reason the market has been down is because of the crisis that's happened with Russia, Ukraine, high inflation, rising interest rates. So much has been happening that it's not just the crypto market that has taken a toll, it's also been the stock market. So I'm really, really excited and bullish. I'm actually not planning to buy Cardano at this spike that we've seen. I do believe that we will trade sideways for a bit and then head towards the downside, going into a bearish period. And that's the point I will buy. It's the best way to reduce your risk going for the long term. Remember, disciplined investing is most important. Do not emotionally invest. There's a tendency to invest when you see rallies, people FOMO in, get in at market tops, and then they start crying when they see their portfolio down. I mean, obviously, if you're investing for the 5 to 10 year horizon, it doesn't really matter because cryptocurrencies are here to stay. DeFi is here to stay, so you don't need to worry too much. But if you are someone more in the 1 to 2 year horizon, then the best bet for you is to invest when you see bearish periods, because that's when you get discounts, especially knowing that bearish periods. So if we saw a price of, 50-cent Cardano or even like 45 cents, then you know that the previous all-time high has hit, almost $2.96, around the $3 mark. And you know that in crypto markets, there is always bull runs. Again, it's just about being patient and getting in at the right time and not going by your emotions where you see everyone FOMOing in and you feel like you're going to miss out if you don't buy at market tops when really you should buy when there are market bottoms. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want a more in-depth video, more technical analysis. I can do that for you guys. And let me know what other cryptocurrencies you want to see. Also, guys, don't forget, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I personally do. Make sure you do your own research and make your own decisions when you invest. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.